Welcome everybody to the 2025 Mazda MX-5. You're probably wondering, not again, because yes, I did drive one earlier in the year during peak winters, and when I was given a chance to drive another one, obviously I can never say no. And in fact, this is quite the special one, not the ordinary MX-5 that you'd see on the road otherwise, as you can probably tell if you're a keen eye. This is the 35th anniversary edition, so this has lots of little visual changes that makes this MX-5 stand out on the road compared to the other run-of-the-mill RFs, GTs and stuff like that. So let's see what this 35th anniversary is and why the MX-5 is still one of the best sports cars on the market today. So the MX-5, well, I don't even hide it. I absolutely love it, and I absolutely love driving it whenever I get a chance, and I don't even care. I usually end up driving 2 times, 3 times a year. In fact, this is the second one, and there's a third one coming as well later in the year, because that has a different variation that I've actually never driven in the MX-5, so I'm kind of excited for that as well. Coming back to this car, so this car is the 35th anniversary edition. It's just to celebrate the MX-5's legacy around the world, because the MX-5 now has officially been around for 35 years. So you can see that it is a very successful product from Mazda, and Mazda has also committed that they're not going to stop making it, and they're not going to go electric or hybrid with the MX-5. It's always going to be an internal combustion engine car, and it's always going to have a manual transmission. So kudos to Mazda for that. This 35th anniversary edition, there's only visual changes, no mechanical changes to make it stand out, but the visual changes definitely look very, very good. I'm not sure how much the camera is capturing it because it's not the most sunny day, but usually I've had the Crystal Soul Red Metallic, which I personally think is one of the best looking paint shades in the automotive market today, and on the MX-5 I think it looks absolutely stunning. This, however, is called Artisan Red, and it is a limited edition car, so I think they bring about 1,000 cars to Canada this 35th anniversary edition. And I have to say that if there is one color that can possibly top that Crystal Soul Red Crystal Metallic, it's probably this. I absolutely love it, and especially when the sun hits it, you can see the flakes. It just looks fantastic. To match with this paint, you do have the roof color, which is this beige sort of cream roof color. Works very well with this paint, and that is the only color of the roof that you can buy with this 35th anniversary, and I think that looks fantastically well. On the inside, it is the same color, so you have the same light colored beige leather seats on the inside. Again, it just looks very good, and it just works. It's a very, I don't want to say this, but it's a very, like, old man spec, but it just works. It's not loud, it's not youth, it's not enthusiastic, but for just a relaxed look, I think it looks spectacular. And as I said, in the right lighting, it's one of the best specs that you can buy an MX-5 in. This does not have the sport pack, so you do not have those BBS wheels, you do not have the Brembo brakes, but I don't mind, because I love this hyper silver finished, or if you can say gunmetal finished wheels, which also is a slightly different design compared to the other variants of the MX-5. And as I said, the whole combination of the Artisan Red, which is actually a very dark wine maroon color, and the wheels, it just looks really good. You do have a 35th anniversary edition badge around the rear arches, which is a very small touch, but it's not overly loud and shouty, that tells you that yes, you have perhaps paid extra for the 35th anniversary edition. And overall, I would say that I absolutely love it. And we all know the MX-5 is really tiny, and it makes me look much bigger than I am. Mechanically, it's still the same, so it does still have the 2-liter naturally aspirated Sky Active G engine, produces about 180 or 185 horsepower, is only rear wheel drive. This does have the automatic in lower variants, but the 35th anniversary edition is only available with the 6-speed manual. The ND3 also, as I covered in the last video, has some visual updates on the headlight. On the inside, you do have now a very nice screen with wireless CarPlay, does have adaptive cruise, has blind spot monitoring, and you do have new smaller LED taillights in the back. But yeah, otherwise, I've absolutely loved driving this, and as I said, more in the driving part. I'm now behind the wheel of the 2025 Mazda MX-5 35th anniversary edition. So let's get the numbers out of the way. As I mentioned, this still has the same mechanical. So this does have the 2-liter naturally aspirated Sky Active G gas engine, produces about 181 horsepower, is only rear wheel drive, and this comes with the 6-speed manual. Also has a very old school mechanical handbrake. So let's see how it drives. Slot it into first and set off, and you'll instantly notice that you sit very low down compared to other cars. It might be detrimental for some because some like to sit higher up, but I personally love the driving position of the MX-5. It just cocoons you and you feel right at home. Maybe also because now I've driven quite a fair bit of the MX-5s. Since this is the convertible and this is the manual soft top, I have the roof down, so I'm not sure if there's going to be quite a lot of wind buffering, but ooh, took a very big bump. But as I said, again, like with every MX-5, it's not bone breaking, bone jarring. You can daily drive this. Toronto's worst pothole city roads will not break your back at all. But yeah, just driving this car for the week, I've absolutely loved it. Especially the weather has been really supportive, so the roof has been down permanently. But yeah, just tackling these corners. The ND3, as I said last time, gets a new sport traction mode which allows some slip, which you can activate from the side here beside the steering wheel. But yeah, just the overall feel with the roof down experience. And I mean, it's not the fastest car in the world, but it's no slouch. It can still do 0 to 100 in like under 7 seconds or so, which is not that bad, to be very honest. It's still very, very fun. I absolutely love driving the MX-5 every single time I get behind the wheel. It's just so involving. The shifter is very short. It's a bit notchy and it does feel very vibey, lots of vibrations, but I can forgive that. I absolutely love it. The ride is good. The fuel economy is decent if you drive it decently. I've been averaging a combined about 8.2 liters, which includes city driving, highway driving, and quite a fair bit of idling just prior to the shoot. It's beautiful. And now with the new screen, you have wireless CarPlay, you have all the amenities you need. The seats are very nice. You do have Bose speakers embedded onto the seats as well. What can I say? Just like every MX-5, every time I drive it, I absolutely fall in love with it. Absolutely love it. It's just one of my top favorite cars, and having driven the BRZ TS recently, which I personally feel is the only direct competition with this car, I would say it all comes down to preference. Do you need a coupe or do you need a convertible? And personally for me, for my lifestyle, I enjoy the convertible more, so I might have this over the BRZ, but you can't go wrong either way because the ultimate winner is the enthusiast because they have so many options. What can I say? It's absolutely love smashing it, and I absolutely adore the MX-5 so much. In conclusion then, the 2025 Mazda MX-5 35th Anniversary Edition. Well, the 35th Anniversary Edition does not bring any mechanical changes, so the core fundamentals of the MX-5 is very much retained, and obviously I can't complain because just the way it feels, just the way it drives, just the way it looks, I really cannot fault it at all. And I have not hidden this. All my friends know this. This is literally one of my most favorite cars on sale today, and I'm absolutely overjoyed every time I get a chance with it. The 35th anniversary visual editions definitely make the MX-5 stand out a lot, and it does look really, really classy, which is not a word you would associate the MX-5 too much with because it's always been this boy racer youth, enthusiast car. But in this spec for the 35th anniversary, it looks very relaxed, very calm, and I can't fault it because I feel like as I'm getting older, these kind of specs is what appeals to me. The beige roof, this maroon paint shade which is called Artisan Red, the wheels, everything. It's very simple, yet combine it all together and it gives you one of the best looking specs on the MX-5 on sale today. So earlier I said that the 35th anniversary edition is limited to 1,000 cars. Well, I did some more research and it's actually 200 or 230 cars for Canada, which is even more rarer and even more exclusive. So I'm not sure when the next time you'd see one on the road. In fact, I'm not sure. And Personally, I don't think I will see one. I have seen one or two for sale with some dealers, but I've also heard that they are getting snapped up really, really quickly, and dealers are running out of inventory for the MX-5 as a whole. So if you are in the market to buy one, you'll have to really make some quick moves. The anniversary edition comes in at about $44,000 Canadian before taxes, and as I say, with every MX-5, the price is the only detrimental, which is going up every single year with different upgrades they bring. Honestly, for me, the MX-5 to buy has always been the super base model, the GSP, but I can totally understand if somebody wants to buy this because this does have all the creature comforts, and because of the visual changes that the 35th anniversary edition brings, it does definitely stand out. So if you do have the budget, I think this is the one to buy.